today's the day. We're finally starting up the Infinity again. So the K-Swap G35 is coming to life. It's been way too long. I'm definitely excited to get it started. I'm going to clean up the harnesses on both sides, running to the headlights just from when I tucked them originally. Just a little bit of wiring going to each of the headlights and then up to the fans there. I just want to clean that up quick. Yeah, get the ECU hooked up, upload the tune file, and get it going. The only thing I have to do while I'm bleeding the coolant is I want to check the engagement of the clutch, just because we put that new clutch pedal in that fully adjustable RJM clutch pedal. So I just want to test that out, see where it engages, see if I need to adjust it at all, adjust that rod in the master cylinder there. Yeah, other than that, we'll get right to it, get to working on that harness there, and then you can hear some K-series noises. As you can probably see on both sides here, there's a little bit of a wiring mess going on, so that's what I want to clean up. I do have to mount this box here to the frame rail, but other than that, the rest of it's just gonna have to get tucked up. Probably gonna try to run it on the inside of the fender here and then put any of the wiring inside of the headlight housing, and hopefully it cleans it up a decent amount. The only thing that will be a little bit harder to tuck away is the hood latch for the cable, or sorry, the cable for the hood latch. But yeah, we'll do our best to get this all cleaned up. Same with this side, but yeah, let's get to it. Got the wiring tucked in both fenders here, running up to the headlights and to the fans up front. We are ready to set up to bleed the coolant. So we'll pop the rad cap off here. I'll grab my coolant bleeding setup. It's basically just a big funnel. Just fill it up with coolant, run the engine, and you'll watch the air slowly bleed out of the system. And once you stop seeing air bubbles come up, that's when you know that there's no air left in the system. So we're gonna get that all set up. Get going on that. One step closer to turning the key. Now that we have funnel hooked up there, just gonna add a little bit of water. Gotta clean this up because I got a little bit of aggressive with it. Alright, so add a little bit of water and coolant there. You have to make sure that this is the highest point in the cooling system, which obviously for this motor it is now. On the back of the block there is a coolant port, which is also pretty high up, so it's cutting it close here. So just gonna pour the coolant to about here on the level, just so it's at a decently high point and the air will be able to bring itself up. Give the oil a quick check here. Alright, so this is the laptop here. Get it unplugged, bring it over. We'll open the door here, come on inside and throw the laptop on the seat there. Grab our cable here running from the K-Pro. We just plug the USB into the computer on whatever side it goes on. Plug it in right here. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Alright. So that's all plugged in. I'll leave that there so it's all set up. And then once we turn the key, we'll get a green light on the ECU. It'll give us a notification on the computer that they have connected to each other, and then we'll be able to upload the tune file and start the vehicle up. First, we aren't going too far with no battery, so get that hooked up there. All right, so up in the car here. We got the ECU on in the car now, hooked up to the computer. So I already connected the computer to the ECU, which you just use. There's a little lightning bolt button at the top left corner here on the K-Pro. Once it's fired up, you'll see everything start jumping around there for you. But yeah, once you got that going, I have a file picked out that I already have set up for this car, for the injectors and whatnot. So I picked that file and hit the upload button. And when you hit the upload, you'll hear the fuel pump prime. And then once it has that loading bar complete for you, you're all good to go and you can fire the car up. So before we fire the car up, I'm just going to go take a look around, make sure everything else is good to go, and then we can get the car started and get bleeding the coolant, and then we'll check the engagement on the clutch after that. I did a quick walk around and everything seems to be good to go. So I'm going to leave you guys set up out here. I'm going to go in the vehicle and give the key a turn, and we'll see what happens, see if it starts up for us right away. Keep our fingers crossed and won't say anything further. Let's get to it. Kind of hard to talk in there because of that beast is running, but yeah, so we're gonna let it run for a bit until it gets up to temp. Wait for all the bubbles to bleed out of the cooling system. So we don't see any more bubbles rising, we should be good to go. We'll cut that off, and yeah, we're gonna test the engagement to the clutch. Like, I think I said that probably 3 times now, but so everything's all said and done. Forgot to film an ending to this video, so here we are now getting it all finished up. But yeah, so got the coolant bled, clutch engages, the new RGM clutch pedal works awesome, feels great. That's that. But yeah, next thing to do is to bring this thing on the street, get the laptop rolling, get Nabil tuned, hooked up to the laptop here so we can finish getting this car dialed in. I think I've said this before, I'll have Nabil tuned. Well, he already is tuning this car. He's already put a base map on this car, but he will be finishing tuning this vehicle as well, tuning a boost by gear, letting this puppy rip. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the next video where we finally get to drive this thing and see what she does. But anyways, for now, ciao.